Good evening, race fans. We welcome you to round number 2 of the National Sim Racing League. Tonight, it is a short track Wednesday night event from Lucas Oil Raceway in Indianapolis, Indiana for the IRP 200. A premier racing facility finding the fastest line around, a huge challenge for drivers that will keep their machine trying to keep it in pristine condition. Hello, friends. Marty Sakala with you on the call for this one on the NSRL Facebook page. Glad you could join us for this one. We've got about 20 cars taking part in tonight's event. Last week, the season opener at the Daytona International Speedway was a fun one. Definitely a huge blast to be a part of. Within 120 laps, it was Tyler Isley taking home the win in what was a 1-2-3 finish for the big team known as Nowski Motorsports. This week they've expanded to a 4-car team and are looking to replicate the same way with a 1-2-3-4 finish. 300ths of a second was the photo finish for Tyler Isley on Kayla McCarthy. Jeremy Edwards third. Josh Aaron came home in fourth position. And Justin Diltz rounded out the top 5. It was 6 drivers that were in that battle for the race win. It was Alan Crowell and Tyler Isley each winning the stages. Couple moments away before we get the green flag. It's about 2 minutes left on qualifying. We're just waiting for 4 drivers that have yet to qualify. Ed Fowler, Josh Susi, Terry Marinaro, and James Morris. Break down the format for tonight. You saw it on your screen. We are racing tonight 200 laps around this .686 mile oval. 12 degrees in the turns. The high side going to be the place where you want to be around IRP. I'm so used to calling it IRP. From the past, stages end on lap 45, 90, and 200. Beautiful sunset here, and it looks like we're about to watch one of our drivers in qualifying, that being Josh Susi. Susi, his first start of the season in National Sim Racing League competition. Driving for the Nowski Motorsports team, and you see he just lost it there off turn 2, which means he'll have one more lap. This track can be very tough when it comes to getting back on the throttle. Just have to see what happens. On his second lap, 100 minutes to go in qualifying. So it's about 20-21 drivers will take the green. A smaller field compared to last week, but still that's a pretty good crowd. Second lap underway for Susi. There you see top side of the racetrack. Again, the place where you want to be. See the times there on the left of your screen. Looking to be the 21.32 from Jeremy Edwards, and that's not going to happen. So, Susie will come across the start-finish line, and I believe this will be a last place start, or I should say a 17th place start, as the checkers are out. And with that said, let's give you the starting lineup for tonight's event. Jeremy Edwards and Mark Sikosi on the front row. Tyler Isley and Mark Cook, row number 2. Isley, the winner from last week. Warren Young, Justin Cope in row number 3. Kayla McCarthy, William Mora, row 4. Kyle Milliken, Briggs Swope round out the top 10. Row 6, Aaron Manfredonia and Brian Wiggins. As you look at the rest of the field, they feature Josh Aaron, James Miller, Daniel Menzies, Jimmy Barr, Josh Susi, Ed Fowler, James Morris, Terry Marinaro, and Tom Pera. I believe Morris is race control, so he will not be in the race. That is how everything will go down for tonight. Let's listen to some final words here.
The cameras.
Show you the weather on your screen for right now.
TV3 covers the entire track.
68 degrees the air temp, 71 degrees the track temp, cooler track temps, meaning faster speeds.
Good luck, everyone.
It does, but it's not giving me the F12's not working.
Again,
Control F12.
Again, the second race of the season for the drivers. Look at the point standings coming on in. Remember, this is all with stage stuff included.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Tyler Isley leading the
way.
way with a 4-point lead over Jeremy Edwards. Alan Crowell 7 points back in third. Kayla McCarthy fourth, 11 back. Justin Diltz fifth, 13 back. Josh Aaron sixth, 14 back. Kyle Milliken seventh, 16 back. Justin Cope is eighth, 17 back. Three-way tie for ninth between Paul Sperado, Briggs Swope, and James Miller. So as the field rolls off for 2 pace laps around Lucas Oil Raceway, the 0.6 of a mile oval. Aggressive banking all the way down low, 7 degrees. Up top it is 12 degrees. Everyone, like you saw with Susie in qualifying, will likely be utilizing the top side of the track. Should be 1 degree this time by, and it is as you ride on board with Jeremy Edwards. It'll be interesting to see how the drivers will go with the 5-gear sequential transmission. Low downforce, first time this season. You can see the low spoiler and the 750 horsepower on the next gen cars breathing at the edge of your seats. They go down the back chute. The field of 20 will be blowing by at about 150 miles an hour next time. Race fans, strap in and hold on tight, because these men and women are about to turn them loose and drop the sledgehammer. It is showtime at IRP. High side, the place where you want to be, but Jeremy Edwards gets the start on the inside line. Nice clear from Mark Sakozy. Trouble already. It's Tyler Isley. Way loose. Can they save it? They cannot. Justin Culp, they still haven't saved, and no. Just a junkyard in the back of the field.
My bad. That was just stupid. I don't know what that was.
Tom Parra also involved. I'll show you who else was in it. William Mora gained a piece of it in the number 68. Brian Wiggins in the number 5. Jimmy Barr in the 81. And same with James Miller, all part of that wreck. Let's go to the replay and see what brought out the first yellow. So it starts here with Tyler Isley. He got looser. We're going to rewind the footage here for you. And we'll put this in slow motion so you can see better at home. Locks them up. Just sent in way too much on corner entry. Mark Cook got into the back of him. Then Justin Cope got into him. It's just a huge accordion effect. There's Kayla McCarthy getting a piece of it. A lot of drivers going to have to use the quick repair early on here. Cope makes a nice save. Then you see the 39 up in the wall. Let's see who that is. I don't know who that is in the 39. Then they come down into the path of the 16 of Tom Parra. 81 car, Jimmy Barr also around. A lot of cars involved early on here. There's the 7 DKR machine of Briggs Swope. Second week in a row he's been involved in an accident. Let's go on board here with a couple of drivers and start things off with Mora. So Mora's in the one in the 39. His iRacing numbers is 68. We'll try not to get confused on that. Let's go to Brian Wiggins. A lot of these drivers, too, that were starting from the rear of the field, just playing conservative early on. Look at that. Hard on the brakes and just, he had nowhere to go. And they had him locked, too. They had that. This is Jimmy Barr, who had it missed, and then the 68 came down and clipped him. Last one, James Miller. And we will get ready to go back to green. I believe we'll get ready to go back to green to shorten these laps. Nice job to not get any damage from that. So first yellow is out here at Lucas Oil Raceway for the IRP 200. It's Jeremy Edwards out in the race lead. Not the way you wanted to start this one. Simply a driver just wheel hopping it into turn 3. They get sideways. Lights are off, the pace car, 1 lap to go until we go back to green. All the drivers double filing up here. And we will reset the field this way. Jeremy Edwards will restart in the inside line. He gets the right to fire first. Mark Sikosi, excuse me. It's been bugging me a lot with that this week. Restarts in second. Row 2, Mark Cook, Warren Young. Row 3, Kyle Milliken, Aaron Manfredonia, Tyler Isley, Caleb McCarthy. Row 4, Josh Aaron, Daniel Menzies. Rounding out the top 10. Pace car is in. Edwards gets the right to fire first. Here we go, getting ready. We're back to green. Big restart for Edwards there in the 17. As it's on the leader that gets the fire first. Martin Cook gets by for 3rd position. Not the restart that Kyle Milliken wanted. Falls back to about 2 positions, back into the 5th spot. And now Tyler Isley getting by for 5th position, and a driver already in pit road, and he's already blown the engine, and that is Tom Para. That's a tough break for him. Definitely not what he wanted at all. As we got caution on the track, Daniel Menzies has gone around in the number 25. This is our 2nd yellow of the evening. See what the replay brought us there. Got reports that Menzies went off track here. Did. Just clips that inside barrier, but should not be a huge issue. Let's see if we can watch it with an angle. Gassed it too much early on. And around he goes. And another car caught up in it. That's Briggs Swope. Oh, man. How close did he get to hitting that wall? Let's see here. And he got a tap from behind while slowing down. Terry Marinaro just did not get the memo. And he gets the inside wall there. So 2 for 2 on Rex. So with that being said, we're going to take our first break of the evening. Jeremy Edwards, your race leader, here at Lucas Oil Raceway. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Lights are still on the pace car. It should be about 2 laps to go until we go back to green. Welcome back, everyone, to the IRP 200 from Lucas Oil Raceway here in Indianapolis for the National Sim Racing League. Marty Sakala here with you. Speaking of Indianapolis, that race at the Brickyard, that was pretty crazy, that's for sure. And I gotta tell you, not gonna lie, I'm very happy to see AJ Allmendinger take home the win. First win for college race in NASCAR Cup Series. You know, AJ and I, as someone that covers races for a living, I've gotten the opportunity to do a one-on-one with AJ Allmendinger. A couple of weeks ago, before Watkins done, we had an incredible 20-minute conversation that was it was really fun. It was one of the most fun interviews I've had with a driver, especially AJ. And you know, we're not allowed to cheer, but when AJ Allmendinger came to the checkered flag, I was so happy. I was definitely jumping up and down for him. I was holding my breath the entire lap, because final lap, so I was hoping he wouldn't mess things up there at all. But definitely that prior experience definitely helped. All right, getting ready to go back to green flag. Remember, it's 45 laps for stage number 1. It's Edwards who gets the right to fire first. Here we go, back to green. Sikozi second, Mark Cook, Warren Young for third position. Warren Young's got the preferred line. Got some contact midfield, and around goes another one. That's Aaron Manfredonia in the 31, along with the 15 of Tyler Isley. Oh my goodness, can we at least go green flag racing for Pete's sakes, brothers? Don't know how much practice the drivers got, but doesn't seem like a much. Watch the 31 of Manfredonia was running, looking for 5th position. Was in 5th position at the time. And with this progressive banking, you just got to be very careful about how you get on this throttle. Much easier to spin the cars out with next gen than it is with the Gen 6. Another driver went around 2. That was Tyler Isley in the number 15. That's the second accident he's been a part of today. You're on board with Manfredonia. Nice 360 by Aaron to just keep it going. How about Tyler Isley? See what he saw. Drivers are all in 5th gear too. Contact with Marin. I don't know who that is. I want to say that was Kayla McCarthy, but nice save by Isley. Got one driver that is in the pits, and that is Marinaro in the number 33. He's running inside the top 10 until we decide to come in. Very interesting race so far, that's definitely for sure. Let's listen to some of the chatter going on. Going high.
Hey Mark, how bad is my right front? What are you saying, Mark? Can you see my right front fender? How bad is it?
Yeah, Jimmy Barr, do I got any damage on the front of my car?
Pull up to the right. Front doesn't look bad. It's more just your whole right side. Yeah, your front bumper is a little crushed in, but it doesn't look too bad.
Tyler got me a little bit from in the wall. See that big black skid mark right there? That's me.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Hey, Rick, if we're all taking outside here, trying to get a word in, everyone's talking about taking outside.
I figured that was coming. You did it last week.
That's right.
Gotta change it up.
Yeah, you gotta try it.
little bit of variety coming this time for Jeremy Edwards as we get ready to go back to green. You heard him on the radio say he is selecting the outside line on this restart. See how he does with that over Sikosi, who restarts in second spot. Mark Cook and Warren Young, row 2. Kayla McCarthy, Kyle Milliken, row 3. Josh Aaron, Josh Susi, row 4. Row number 5, Jimmy Barr, Luke Swope. Row 6, Justin Cope, Brian Wiggins. Row 7, Daniel Menzies and William Roars. We get ready to go back to green. One driver in the pits still, that is at Fowler. Edwards fires back to green for 25 to go in stage number 1. Sikosi stuck in a battle here with Warren Young. That's for second position on the track off of turn number 2. Drivers get away clean for right now. Gotta be not just for the fact that the next-gen cars are tough to drive, but you've got to think of the factor too that this is a very abrasive track. This track has had definitely rough winters. It's a short track. You know, I can't recall the last time it was repaved, but it's been a long time. And then you see it there with Milliken, who goes around, and it's a big one. Down the back straightaway, takes his shot. The only car who spun, and there's the caution. Checking if more drivers were involved, and I believe Milliken was the only one in the number 42. Same story, different verse. That's the replay that came in a little bit late. Simply loses control of the car right in front of Susi. And around he goes, nothing he can do about it, and pounds the inside wall. Well, they got through one lap of it. Just the onboard here with Kyle Milliken. I kind of want to see, too, if I'm curious, if I can get to Susi as soon as possible. Yep, he took some damage to that left front. It is a short track, by the way. Don't really need to rely on aero that much. Can definitely help you out. Not sure what will happen there in this situation. A couple of drivers are in pit road. Not enough yet for everyone to come on in. Sikosi on the radio.
Need a little bit more throttle control.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely need to be a little bit lighter on the gas going out of the corner. It's just really slippery right there on 2 and 4.
I don't know if guys are trying to make passes back there or just trying to hang on to it.
Carrying too much of the boomstick power.
Oh, they're trying to make passes, all right. I had a guy take me 3 wide into the first turn on the first lap.
Outside their racing still.
Here, Jeremy Edwards going the outside here on this restart. Got the rundown on your screen. Susi, by the way, is in pit road for those of you wondering. I believe he is doing some regular repairs, or maybe even a quick repair. He's coming on out right now, so Kyle Milliken. For Milliken, I would expect a quick repair for him. Out Fowler is also in the pits, but it's been a while with him in pits. Came in on lap number 9. And the leaders are going by, so Milliken would go a lap down. He would have the opportunity for...
Need the 12 car to pass me so I don't get a black flag. Where are you at?
Would have an opportunity to get the free pass in a little bit. We'll have to see what happens as we go back to the green flag. Jeremy Edwards on the outside with Warren Young second. Caleb McCarthy doing a nice job early on. Restarts in 4th position. Here we go. McCarthy immediately setting up the outside, looking for second spot on the track. And she takes it away over Young, just can't clear. Oh, the leader loses control. Jeremy Edwards makes a nice save of it. We stay green. That got close from the driver of the number 17 as the fight's on the top spot between McCarthy and Young. Half a car length separate first and second. All about, once again, like I said, throttle control, but McCarthy doing a great job, and yellow is out, and it's for Josh Susi, and this could end his night. It's extremely early. He is involved along with the number 18 of James Miller. Stand by here as we get you the replay. And let's see here. Susi slides up. There's just some slight contact with Menzies. And around goes Susi and the 18. Bam. Right there. Those two have entered pit lane from what we know. Let's take you on board with, first off, Susi. So he didn't go for a quick repair. Those one ran. By the way, with Susi, he is ineligible now for this free pass. If this does come to it, the free pass would go to Kyle Milliken. James Miller is leading down the back of the field. The way the car is driving when it comes to throttle and brake control. Man, he couldn't steer to the left. I don't know why. But anyway, it kind of reminds you a lot of the iRacing Series machines. How those are controlled sometimes. The Menard Series machines, which are technically the nationwide 2008 cars. Under caution here once again, Caleb McCarthy, the race leader, 14 laps to go in stage number 1. We'll be back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
We are back here at IRP, the Lucas Oil Raceway for the IRP 200. Kayla McCarthy will restart as the leader. She selects the inside line for this restart with 11 laps to go. 5 cautions in this race so far. The longest we've gone on the green flag lap, I believe, is only either 1 or 2. So McCarthy the right to fire first with Warren Young second, Sikosi and Cook in row 2. There it is. We are back to green. Cook Look, looking outside on Sikosi for third position, but I think Sikosi can power off as long as he can get this exit all figured out. We've got a spin already, and that's Manfredonia back in the field, and collects Susie again. My goodness, guys. Come on. Be better. The replay. I know all the fans out there are just frustrated as I am. These guys have to practice better. I know they're in a race, but like, how tough is it to control your car? Really? You put so much time in this, and this just keeps happening. The drivers aren't happy with it. The fans aren't happy with it. I'm not happy with just a 360 and collect Susie. Well, drivers entering pit lane. William Morris, one of them is returned. That's just extremely weird to spin. I don't know what happened with that. Under the yellow once again. We're going to take this chance and hear the drivers.
Lucky dog going high, guys. Going high.
A caution stuff is very true. That's definitely not a caution stuff.
See, this is like the slowest race I've ever been in.
Outside.
Yes, ma'am.
Low 16. Wherever you are.
So, we get ready to go back to the green flag this time. There will be 5 laps to go in stage number 1. McCarthy the leader, Warren Young second, Mark Sikosi third, Mark Cook fourth, and in 5th position is Jeremy Edwards after the spin he had. And we're back to green. McCarthy fires. Warren Young trying to hold serve as well, but Mark Cook up on his outside looking for P2. Nearly makes contact with Sikosi as they stack up in the back of the pack. Here comes Warren Young looking to the outside for the race lead. Side by side off of turn number 4. McCarthy. Oh, trouble. There goes the 5. Brian Wiggins goes around and into the inside wall. And there may have been some other cause for that. We'll have to see what happens if stage 1 ends this way. This is off of Menzies on board with contact from Briggs Swope. And And we'll check something too here. Oh my. Menzies locks up into the 7, and there is the 15. Para just misses that. My goodness, what a mess. So we will wait to see if this does it for stage 1.
I don't know about you.
Well, thinking about pacing it.
Okay, cool.
Pit road should be closed by now with 2 to go in the stage. Folks, like I said, we'll stay with you until this does it for stage 1.
It's next lap this stage, correct? 45 coming to 46.
That's what it is, Kayla.
Yes, yep.
So lights are off. They'll probably extend it here.
Can you repeat that? We just staying under yellow or going back green for the stage?
That's what I'm wondering too.
This will be stage right here, coming to stage at start finish line.
Thank you.
So Kayla
Taken outside.
McCarthy will take the opening stage here under the yellow. And we will not extend this yellow.
Pit road's open.
Pit road is now open officially. So we are going to extend the yellow. It's been called. We are extending this yellow flag. So let's see who we see come in this time. And looks like a lot of drivers will stay out here. This is being deemed a quickie yellow. One driver does come in, and that is Josh Susi. A lot of front damage. The driver of the number 12. That's likely his race, not the way his debut in the National Sim Racing League wanted to begin.
Still saying pit road is closed.
We're probably going to have to throw the green mark and then throw a yellow.
Yeah, if they never went down pit road during that caution, that's not going to open up for you. You would have had to roll through at least once.
So it seems like for right now, there's a little bit of confusion with this iRacing system.
Still taken outside.
I believe officials are currently trying to figure this out as we speak. So as we await the restart here, McCarthy, the leader, she gets the right to fire first. Let's see if we go back to yellow. McCarthy fires. This may be one to go into stage, as there they go. Mark Cook around. There's the yellow. And it's a junkyard behind them. William Mora,
Alright, everybody hit roll if you need to.
Daniel Menzies, Susie, Aaron.
Going to catch a pace car.
We know Kayla McCarthy is your
Can you
stage 1
watch
winner.
it relative when you're spun sideways and not just pull out like that?
And let's see what happened with Mark Cook. Watch this here in real time. Ah, he just got dumped. Justin Cope got in the back of him. And there
Okay,
is
car start, finish
just
line, check it
a
out.
cluster. Josh Aaron got turned.
Hey, Sikosi, so are you, the stage points, are you going by lap 46?
Watching a couple of onboardings here. This is first with Josh Aaron.
Or does race control have that answer?
Nowhere to
There's
go.
a reason I'm
just
out of line,
completely
man.
smoking.
Don't be behind me.
Let's watch the gearbox of Cook. Yep. Got William Mora. All right. Let's go back to Menzies. We'll go to Susie. He got turned from someone behind him. We're actually going to watch him again. See who turned him. I think somebody got into the left of him, actually, not a bump from behind. All right, finally Susie. Who stops to miss it. Pits are open and one driver stays out. That is Jeremy Edwards in the 17. So he'll assume the lead. We're going to go to another break here, so we'll pause here. Stay with us. Getting ready to go back to green here at Lucas Oil Raceway. To begin stage number 2, 53 laps are on the board this time by. It will be 54. And this is how we'll reset them for you. Jeremy Edwards, Jimmy Barr, row 1. James Miller, Tom Parra, row 2. Aaron Manfredoni rounds out the top 5. Edwards gets to fire first time in the lead since he got loose on the exit of turn 2 and fell back to 5th. We're back to green. There's Jimmy Barr, Miller 3rd, Tom Parra 4th, Manfredonia 5th. Top 5 or top 7 maybe stayed out on that last run. Good battle on for P4, and there they go again. Manfredonia for the 3rd time turn, gets a pounding from behind from Marinaro. Manfredonia, I would assume.
Woo, I was lucky. Yeah, I followed Caleb
Especially
through
since Pleasure and the engine is blown up.
Copycat.
Well, gotta do what you got to do.
I don't know.
Where to go, man? That's the place we had to go. Smoke, bar, wall, a hole.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I could gas up and get through it or check up and get through it.
Yeah, that was nuts. I was really close. Had to dive all the way to the apron.
Watching the replay once again, this is
Yeah,
going down the
Jimmy,
back
checking out
straightaway.
just for a pace car. I went down pit road for whatever reason.
And
Yeah, it was weird.
Para just gets extremely tight entering. There may have been some net code too. I mean, that contact definitely happened, but I think that was a net code deal. 48 also involved of Warren Young. Had a good car early on. They almost got into it too. In front of Manfredonia. And so that will likely put an end to the running for Manfredonia, as a couple of drivers are in the pits right now. Edwards continues to stay out and assume the race lead. Take this opportunity to listen to race control or driver chat.
Missing your front bumper.
I'm sorry, what did you say again?
Sorry, Cook.
You're just missing your front bumper.
Said something. Lucky dog outside. 10-4, thank you.
Outside race control.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's please settle down a little bit. We still got 140 laps to go. Long way to go.
Race control giving out the warning.
10-4, yes, sir.
Roger that.
One to green. We get ready to go for the restart once again. It is 30 laps to go in stage 2 when we take the restart. 9 yellows in this race so far. Edwards and Barr row 1, Para Miller row 2, Miller and Isley row 2, and Warren Young is in 5th. Edwards will fire first here when we come to the restart zone. There it is. And we're back to green. Tom Para did not get a good restart at all with that Hyper Ice number 16. Miller has 3rd. Everyone tries to get single file. Back in the field with Mark Sikosi, battling with Caleb McCarthy. That's for 9th spot on track. Sikosi inside of Menzies. Some drivers getting a little bit dicey. They're stacking them up in the back of the field there. Oh, trouble. There's Isley. Makes a nice save there. Checks the field up. No caution needed. We stay green. Edwards already up to a 1-second lead as we watch the battle here for 4th position. Warren Young, even without a front end, takes the spot away from Tom Para. Para, the biggest mover so far of the race, up 16 spots, started from 21st position.
Good save, guys. Good job.
Oh, Para is loose, and into the wall he goes. That was very weird, and I believe he is going to bring it into the pits, and he falls to the rear of the field. Nope, falls to the back and keeps it going. That was very interesting. Let's go to the battle for 4th position now. Now this is for 3rd, actually. James Miller versus Rory Young. So now the biggest mover of the race is actually Jimmy Barr, who's up 14 spots. And looking Young, working top shelf for 3rd position, takes it away from Miller. Now here comes Mark Sikosi down on the inside on Miller. Sikosi up to P4. Started from 2nd, fell to the back of the pit stops. Around goes Justin Cope. Can't save it, hits the inside wall. Single car spin, we should be good to go. Now loses the front bumper on the machine, and that's going to bring out our 10th caution of the night and what I believe was our longest green flag run.
Was that a single car spin?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. I think Coke went down on the back.
Killed the inside wall, and then, well, you know how that goes.
That we do.
Okay, start off too.
iRacing said we're throwing a caution.
So that was an
So what's
iRacing
the
caution.
ruling on the RC throwing the caution? Like what has to be the standard?
What was that?
It has to be a two-car contact.
Yes, most definitely, unless iRacing calls it himself.
Do it on a short track because you end up nailing that guy anyways if it's a single car spin.
So 10th yellow is out. We're going to go to another commercial break with Jeremy Edwards in the race lead. 68 laps on the are currently working on right now. Stay with us.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back to Lucas Oil Raceway as we get ready to restart after the 10th caution of the race. It's definitely been a doozy without question. As we get ready to go back to green. Edwards selects the inside line this time for the restart with 20 laps to go in stage number 2. When we begin stage number 2, here's what we're going to do. Sit back and relax. We're going to crank it up for you here at Lucas Oil Raceway. Some good racing. Position number 3. Battle on the line between Warren Young and Mark Sikosi. Definitely a good battle on the track. Sikosi to the inside, actually doing a really good job on that bottom. Nearly makes contact with Young. And will take away P3. Barr doing a good job in that 81, staying in that second position. Now Sikozi's got company. Here comes McCarthy up on the outside to take away fourth position. McCarthy known at being successful on the long intermediate slash super speedway tracks, the 2.5-mile tracks, both known in Indianapolis. Finished runner-up at the Daytona 300, takes away fourth spot. Right now they stack up as Warren Young's trying to get by for second position on Jimmy Barr. Now the question is going to be, how's this going to go? They're wrecking in the back of the field with James Miller, who's gone sideways. Yellow's out, and also Justin Culp late in the action. Go to the replay, show you what happened here with James Miller. In front of him, Josh Susie. So this was just around the top 5, this was behind them. 6th position, locks them up into turn 1, and Susie can't check out. There's actually a little bit of net code there. Into the wall he goes. It's a 2-car, now 3-car accident, as that brought into the 88 of Mark Cook. Now, watch as well, the other driver that comes in, that's Justin. What in the world happened with Justin? This is something I'm kind of curious about too. Goes left and that was so weird, just simply overcorrects. We're gonna go on board here with James Miller. Couple of drivers coming on into pit road while Jeremy Edwards stays out. Let's listen to some chatter.
Dugout pass.
Outside there, it's still.
Young, I gotta admit that is a decent looking car there, man.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I got 2 or 3 of them set up on the paint scheme, and he's working on a new one for me.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say she's working on another one for you.
I wouldn't give that bitch. No.
Well, damn, I didn't know how you felt about her.
Yes, must be talking about Chantel.
Apologies for the language there. Having a little bit of fun in chat. As we get ready to go back to the green flag. Will be 9 laps to go in the stage. Edwards selects the outside line on this restart. Jimmy Barr second, Caleb McCarthy third, Warren Young fourth, and Josh Susie is 5th. Here we go, 9 laps to go in stage 2, back to green. McCarthy trying to challenge Barr for that runner-up spot. For those wondering where Sikozi is, back in the 6th position. McCarthy is up to 2nd, the Queen of Texas. Barr is 3rd, Young 4th, and Susie looking for 5th on Sikozi, even with a damaged machine. Good car for him so far after all the wrecks he's been a part of. Now Warren Young looking on Jamie Barr for third position. Still a good day so far for the driver of that number 81 machine. Driver off track, that's Daniel Menzies. Should not bring out the yellow solo car spin. We stay green. Back over to third. Oh, Barr just took Young out. And that's going to stack the field up. Susie goes around. Yellow's out. There's Wiggins.
Were you just hoping to miss it, 5?
Oh, I got a lucky break on that.
Yeah, it wasn't that much else I could do.
Sorry about that, guys. I just locked it up going into the corner.
Pace car middle back.
I mean, I heard your tires locking up, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm not locking. Oh, wait. Very good.
Looking for a Warren Young perspective here.
Your whole rear panel's down there, Warren.
Yeah. Now it I don't think I'm going to handle much good anymore.
Yeah, I got beat because I ran up straight with my right tire on whoever's up in the wall there. Just barely missed him.
And this is with
Yeah, I tried to keep it up in the wall there.
Warren Young.
Come back down.
Go on higher, guys.
So they got It's still a decent save. Not gonna lie there. So is this stage possibly gonna end under yellow? We're not too sure. A couple of drivers are in pit road. Drivers doing 4 tires, repairing the damage on the car. Susie gets his machine out. Surprised a bunch of drivers that have been in wrecks are still in battle today, like Susie. Warren Young still in 3rd position. Isley's in the 6th spot. It's definitely impressed a lot of guys. Listen in.
Inside racing car.
Should go green this time for 1 lap left in stage 2.
Right, we get 90 and then 90.
Yeah, it'll be a 1 lap to the stage break there.
And that is what they're saying. That's
What?
confirmed.
All right. Yeah, we're going to have to... Nobody pit in the top 10 there, right?
One to go until we get the green flag and Edward selects the inside line. This is likely going to be a good battle between...
Now we should be all right to go, right? Green white checker. Go to...
Going to be a good battle between him and McCarthy.
Should be. Or should be able to go here.
Will be a 1 lap shootout. Don't know why they are saying green white checkered. 1 driver currently out of the race. Actually, 3 drivers, I should say, Fredonia, Milliken, and Fowler. Here we go for stage number 2. We're back to green. And they are waving this off. And that should do it for stage number 2. Just listen in.
Checking out for pace car off too.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you just give me the okay to open it.
So we're at the start of stage 3 here, right?
It's still 1 to green.
And I believe we're going back to green this time. 1 lap to go in the stage. I'm confused too, so... This is a weird situation we're in right now. Pace car's going out right now. Edwards is
Okay,
on.
we're gonna let it go green here. We're not racing here. Let it go green. We're gonna throw a yellow so we can pit.
So that will do it officially for stage number 2. And Jeremy Edwards in the number 17 will take it.
Yeah.
M4 not going green.
Just right single file. We're not going green.
Yep, no green here. Not going green.
So just remember, by the way, this is our 12th. We're still under our 12th caution. As Edwards wins the stage, we're going to go to a commercial, and we will take a break. Stay
I
with
think
us.
this will be open this time.
Actually, pit road will be open this time, so we will watch the stops. You gotta be careful here, Jeremy Edwards. There you go. Don't want to pull up to pit. Pit stops are underway. A couple of drivers will stay out. Tyler Isley should assume the lead with Mark Cook in 2nd position. And that is how it's going to work. And the race off pit road goes to Jeremy Edwards, followed by Kayla McCarthy, Warren Young, Mark Sikosi waiting for him. Longer stop, and will get beaten out by Josh Aaron. I think Sikosi had some temporary damage he just had to repair.
Pit opening or no?
So your Daytona winner, Mark Tyler Isley, is the race leader. We will go to break.
Everyone came down.
Stay with us. Perfect timer as we get ready to go back to green. The top 4 stayed out. Jeremy Edwards, the first one. on fresh tires in the 5th position. Here we go. We get ready for the restart. Isley, the right to fire first. There he goes. Back to green for stage number 3. And look at on the inside. We haven't seen that yet tonight. Mark Cook to the lead. 3 wide behind them. Trouble in the back. And it is Menzies that is around for the 13th caution of the night. Turn number 2 just simply loses it. Remember as well, you gotta think of this too, drivers are basing their setup off of a baseline setup. That's the setup they use first because NASCAR doesn't go to IRP anymore. Either that, or they can use, or they can buy a setup like Speed Demon or something like that. And so yeah, that's what happened. So take this opportunity. We're about to approach halfway through. Let's listen to some audio.
That's a rough.
Couple of drivers in the pits at it right now.
Outside.
So Mark Cook on the restart will select the outside. Talk about some other drivers while we are at it, since we really haven't had a lot of time to talk about drivers specifically. Top 5 finish for Mark Cook in the 300. Tyler Isley obviously coming off the win. Tom Perry didn't really have a good day, finishing
Yeah.
back of the field.
Huh?
Hey, 25, you need to kind of clean it up a little bit, bud. Self-spinning and being, you know, all that stuff. You're up to, like, more caution you need to be in now, alright? You know,
Wow.
try to straighten up just a little bit, bud.
Daniel Menzies in the 20,
Understood, yes sir.
in the 25 has been warned to stop, to take it easy and stop spinning. Likely if he spins one more time, he could get parked. We'll have to see what happens. Cook, though, the race leader as we get ready to go back to the green. Wow, that's a fire and a half, and there he goes. He gets turned, and that is what he deserves. Really, that is. He just went extremely early, and he gets a punt for it.
Car by.
My bad. Wouldn't shift.
Yeah, me too.
Checking up the pace car, checking up the pace car.
That is just weird.
I get everybody's black flag with the ability.
To watch the rear on the truck. Doesn't even hit the restart zone. The downshifted because he knew. But he fired, though. You can't have a second chance at firing.
To let the pace car by. The pace car is going to maintain pace speed, so if you guys don't pretty much stop, he's not going to pass us.
Well, this has been an interesting night. While we were at it, let's tell you about what's coming up next week. On the schedule next week is Homestead Miami Speedway for the Homestead 250, 167 laps. So now with that, Tyler Isley is your race leader. Looking at a couple of other things right now, see if there is a time limit set on this, and we have an hour 40 to go. I don't see that to be the case likely, but the way we're racing could happen. Who the heck knows? Looking at the rules here, by the way, as we look at Menzies. Causing more than 5 cautions in a race, leading to a 1-lap penalty. 2-lap penalty intentionally causing a caution. Not really a huge rule that talks about how many yellows you can cause before you get DQ'd. So we'll see what happens. Isley looks like, to my intention, selecting the inside line. Combine all of the stats from this season so far. He's got the win in the 300 at the only start. I don't believe he participated in the duels or the clash earlier on in the season. Mark Cook was the winner of the clash. Alan Crowell, who's not in tonight, won the duel. So Isley selects the bottom as we get ready to go back to green. Just under 95 laps to go. Back to green, Isley fires properly. And switches lanes, gets in front of Jeremy Edwards. Battle for third between Susie and Para. Warren Young, Caleb McCarthy also in the battle too. Here goes Edwards, ducks underneath, looks for the race lead. He's got it. Can he slide on up in front of Isley? Yes, he does. Moves Jeremy Edwards out to the point. That battle's still on for the lead. Let's go to 5th position as Warren Young takes it away from Tom Para, who is falling off the pace in that number 16. Sikosi looking behind and brings Swope. Justin Cope battling for 8th. Swope's been very quiet after the start of the race where he was involved in 2 wrecks, but had some light damage to his machine. Got Brian Wiggins up in that battle too in number 5 with the Tide throwback. Isley gets pressure from Susie in the battle for the runner-up spot. Susie takes a peek down to the inside. First start of the season for Susie. Very good so far, running in P2. Got McCarthy taking a look inside on Isley for 3rd position. Warren Young thought about making 3 wide, and trouble behind them with Justin Cope. Can he save it? Yes, he can. In the grass, that should not be a yellow flag at all, but a nice save for the driver of the 59 who has had issues all day so far. Just had a change for 4th position. Young goes by Isley for that spot, but the yellow's back out again. Marinaro and Menzies, and would not be
That's
surprised.
ridiculous, man. That is so ridiculous.
Would not be surprised either. Let's see what happened. Marinaro loses control, and Menzies nowhere to go. Let's watch his
Yeah, I'm
onboard.
done. I'm done. This thing is trash.
And he's called it, and I bet you would not be surprised if we have some longer green flag runs now. Drivers are in pit road in addition to Menzies. We've got Mark Cook in the pits. We're going to step aside, take a break. We will be back.
Good job, Caleb.
Welcome back. Apologies for the delay. Forgot the mic was on mute.
Another solo spin?
No.
It's been one of those nights. We'll stay
Yeah,
with
I only saw one car slow.
and we'll stay with you here under
Take
this
off,
yellow. 16th caution of the day so far. We got one driver, one fan in the chat rooting for Tyler Isley, currently in the 6th position. I'd like to shout out all of our sponsors of the National Sim Racing League. Without you, none of this is possible. They are Autopilot Solar Solutions, Affordable SEO and Marketing, Full Send Graphics, Speed Demon Setups, Butt Kicker, and Elevated Outdoors. Some great partners of National Sim Racing League. Again, next week we are at Rockingham. Excuse me, not Rockingham. That's 2 weeks from now. That's next week for XCal is actually at Rockingham. Next week is Homestead Miami Speedway for the Homestead 250. Couple of drivers are in the pit road. You see it on your screen. And it looks like they're out. So why don't we listen to some chat here with 75 laps to go. And it looks like everything's quiet for right now. So we're just waiting to hear what Jeremy Edwards selects for his line. It's been a really tough race. These drivers, I mean, they did great. They did all right at Daytona for what we had, but drivers really need to learn the most. It's definitely patience.
Outside race control.
Edwards selects the outside. We are 2 laps away from green flag racing. But the drivers really need to keep it clean and race with more respect to each other. And, I mean, more of it, though, has to do with controlling the car. This race has really been about throttle control from what we have learned, and the drivers really need to learn about that throttle control. And just when your car feels like it's good to go for it, go for it. If it doesn't feel like it, just get out of that gas as soon as possible. If you know what I'm talking about, I think you will. So 1 lap to green. It is Edwards on the outside with Warren Young second. There's row 2 behind them with Susi and Sikosi. Let me just make sure, by the way, with Mark, that I'm getting his name correctly. Yep, we got it right, Sikosi. So we're back to green. Edwards gets a good restart over Young. Susi right behind him, nearly got into his quarter panel. And now Sikosi challenging on Susi for P3. With the number 8. That's getting really close there off of turn number 4. Sikosi backs out of it. And your top 6, from the looks of it, are nose to tail off of turn number 2. It's a nice battle between Isley and McCarthy for 6. So 7 drivers nose to tail at the moment. How about Brian Wiggins? He's been involved in a couple of wrecks earlier in the night in that autopilot Speed Demon setups machine, but keeping the hunt. This is your best battle on track. It's actually a 3-car battle for a moment. Sikosi, I think, just got loose on the exit, loses a little bit of time. And here comes Brian Wiggins and Kayla McCarthy in the battle. Pulls away just a little bit. A driver is off track. That's Tom Para, who spins off turn 4, and there's the yellow. Clips the wall. This is an iRacing yellow.
Every time I'm starting to get my rhythm.
A single car spin.
Wiggins, if I got in the back of me, I'm sorry. I was trying to catch your brake, man.
See that? Because the front half of the car
Pace car off too.
was still on the track, and this is a yellow flag.
No, you're good, Kayla. I got loose, so I ain't tripping.
Jeremy, I thought I got in the back of you. I got him around the outside, and then I don't know if you got loose or what happened, but like shit.
Love to get a real look right now if we can. And what the average speed is right now currently, because this, without question, it's currently under 100 miles an hour. Trying to see if we can find that. And I don't think it will give that to us, so it won't. Tough break for Tom Para in the number 16. Definitely was very happy with how the race went Sunday at the Brickyard. Big AJ Allmendinger fan, that Hyper Ice Camaro going to victory lane. Perry, you're not alone. I was hyped up too. So we will keep it with you here. And right now the chatter is currently just quiet at the moment. I think people are just speechless for how the racing is
I'm
going.
about tired looking in the back of that damn 8 car.
McCarthy and Sikosi are having a little bit of fun together.
Outside.
Edward selects the outside here for this restart. So right on board in the back of Jeremy Edwards, and why not? Back of Sikosi. Take that, Kayla. Currently, from the looks of it, only 15 drivers left in the race. Mark Cook, Daniel Menzies, Aaron Manfredonia, Kyle Milliken, and Fowler all done for today. So 15 cars are left on the track. So we get ready to go back to the green flag. Edwards selects the outside. Warren Young warming up his tires on the bottom next to him. Row 2, Mark Sikosi and Josh Susi. Kayla McCarthy, Brian Wiggins in row 3. Terry Marinaro and Tyler Isley. Row 4, Josh Aaron and Rick Swope round out the top 10.
And I heard it called out the lane choice.
Edwards fires, and that looked like that may have been before the restart zone. I'm not too sure if it's different in NSRL, but we are back to green. The battle for 5th is on. McCarthy and Wiggins. Oh boy, Wiggins loses it, he's gone. And goes into the pit lane illegally. May get a black flag cleared for that. Not too sure, but they are wrecking behind him. That's Sikosi. Sikosi along with Jimmy Barr have crashed. 18th caution is out.
What's the black flag for?
It took me down pit road when I got hit by another car.
Okay.
A lot of drivers checking up.
Somebody got me nervous up there. I tried avoiding it, and then he looked like he saved it, and then I ended up being the wreck.
I need to change my underwear.
TMI, Kayla.
Yeah, I'm like trying to figure out why.
That was the 48 that got loose first, and Sikosi checks up. Remember, when you're in fourth gear too, it can be very tough. Bar got a tap from behind. I want to see who from. Swope. There is a famous quote at from Indianapolis Raceway Park in a truck race in 2004. After the checkered flag, Kenny Wallace said they've gone crazy.
Was there
They're
a
wrecking
verdict on
everywhere.
the lane change there?
They've gone crazy from lap 1. That is a fact.
I watched it. It didn't look like he changed lanes to me.
And they're looking at someone who changed lanes. We'll get that all sorted out for you, but we're going to go to another break here.
We'll
We'll
talk
be
about
back.
it later, right?
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The 33, you're blinking a little bit, just so you know.
Here we go to get ready to go back to the green flag. Jeremy Edwards will restart top shelf and gets the right to choose as Sikosi is exiting pit road. We are back to green. Good restart for Jeremy Edwards. Susie second, McCarthy is third, Tyler Isley fourth, Josh Aaron is fifth. Here comes Briggs Swope looking on the outside. They're 3 wide in the back of the field. Swope up to P5 and it's got him all over the deck lid. And Sikosi back into pit road for, I believe, an unscheduled stop. His night likely over for the chances at a win as he goes a lap down. Battle for the lead, though, meanwhile, is starting to heat up pretty well between Edwards and Susie. They're off turn 2. Looks like the gap just about 2 car lengths when they go down the back. I think Edwards has the advantage on the exit, but on the entry, it's all Susie on that high side of 12 degrees of progressive banking. Let's take a look at the sectors, too, and compare them. Who's got the edge? You see between the top 2. Right now it's Edwards in the first half of the track. In the second half, I think it's going to be Edwards again, just by about 2 1/1000ths of a second. So Edwards is getting the best of it. Does he think
My bad,
about
15,
trying
sorry.
something different? I'm not too sure. In trouble, Tom Para has crashed again off turn number 4. We continue to watch that battle for the lead between the top 2. They've left Kayla McCarthy 1 second behind. She's missing a good one. She's witnessing it, but she wishes she could be up there. Susie all over. From Edwards is on board. Susie thinking about looking down to the inside. Edwards keeps it up top. 17 remaining out in front. There's just no grip down on the bottom. Nothing you can do to get a pass set up. You got to set up maybe a turn or 2 before.
16, stay low, please.
All this momentum, by the way,
Thank you.
is being lost by your top 2
Stay down
and
there,
is
16,
allowing Kayla McCarthy to close
Thank
in
you.
up on the outside. Susie has a run, trying the bottom. This is the toughest challenge that Jeremy Edwards has had all day today, as we've got 50 laps to go. Jeremy Edwards nearly won stage number 2 last week, got redemption today, taking that
They
stage
wouldn't want to
victory,
take the game,
but came so close to winning it. Then he got loose off of turn 4 in
Gotcha.
Daytona, making a great save.
Thanks, buddy.
Isley working on lap traffic. Good run for him so far for the Daytona 300 winner, despite being in a bunch of spins. Currently running in the 3rd position. As they continue to battle, we'll update you if something happens. Let's go to the battle for 6th position between Briggs Swope and Terry Marinaro. Swope takes a look to the outside. Actually, Marinaro looks down low and takes away 6th position. Nice run by him. He got Josh Aaron stuck in this battle too. Fastest lap of the race currently being run by the driver of the 17, Jeremy Edwards, 21.32. The laps currently by the top 2, just about identical. Last time, Susie ran a 21.66, Edwards a 21.69, and oh, Edwards scrapes the wall. Susie trying to take advantage of it. Let's ride on board with them. Right in the lower line, here we go. Side by side, down the back chute, you've got a new leader. Edwards lets him go by. Briggs Swope is off the pace. And Josh Susie back out front in his first start of the season. Briggs Swope in the pits, and all of a sudden, Daniel Menzies is back in the race. I believe this is the first time in a while that we have seen him. Currently many laps down though. Right now he's got nothing to gain or lose. I don't know what this is about. Just trying to complete as many laps as possible, get that experience. I'm not too sure. It's very weird. Battle for 8th is on between James Miller and Justin Cope. Not been a good day for those guys so far, but still top 10 decent performances. Nearly a 3-way battle. Sikosi, who is the first car, actually, correction on that, the second car on as a back marker. Lead lap car, first car would be Tom Para, as James Miller loses it off in turn 2, a nice save, and has to deal with Jimmy Barr in the battle for 9th. Barr looked inside, but Miller slammed the door in his face. Tom Para letting more of the drivers go by. A couple laps from now, it could be Sikosi on the lucky dog situation if that comes to be the case. Meanwhile, Susie has opened up a 1.6 second lead over Jeremy Edwards. Let's go back in the battle for 7th now. between Josh Aaron and Justin Cope. Sakosi trying to look to that inside for, not for a position though, but still absolutely. That's a much faster car than Justin Cope. Cope's already used his quick repair. Sakosi, I don't even know if he has yet. I want to say yes. That car looks fresh, and remember, he's been in 2 accidents already in this race so far. We continue to find the closest battle on the track. It still happens to be Josh Aaron and Justin Cope. Sakosi, man, he's got a fast car right now. Go on board with him, and let's show you the laps he's been running too. Look at how fast that car is, 21.868. These are some of the faster laps we're seeing. In fact, he's running faster laps than the race leader at the moment. Especially running the bottom side. Let's see the lap time here this time, 22.06. Compare that to a 21.99. So Sakosi is matching race pace that Susi is running. Having a nice day so far. Now going by Briggs Swope, not for a position though, as they are 13th and 14th. Aaron though still stuck in that battle for 7th with Justin Cope as right on board. Smoke ahead, I think. Unless that's just fog. I think that was fog. Had me concerned there for a moment. Crazy what iRacing can sometimes do to you. Aaron scrapes the wall. He is trying to hunt down if we go from the front end. The car ahead of him is Terry Marinaro, and that is for 6th position. So Josh Susi, who has pretty much been quiet all race long after using a quick repair, has rebounded and has a scorching lead on Jeremy Edwards late in the going, a 3.3 second advantage over the 17 of Jeremy Edwards, who rides in 2nd spot. Then you've got Kayla McCarthy in 3rd, Brian Wiggins 4th, Tyler Isley is in 5th, and Sakosi goes by him. Marinaro is 6th, and Cope is 7th. Aaron 8th, Miller is 9th, Jimmy Barr running in 10th position. Tom Pera, William Moore is 11th, and then Tom Pera is the first car, is actually currently 2 laps down. You take a look at the track map for right now as you see the car numbers. Everyone's pretty much circled around here. Susi is outlined in the number 12 down the back chute, working on the 68 of William Mora. Jimmy Barr. Now this is not what guys like Sakosi and Pera want to see. They put him a lap down. We got trouble, I think. Did we just have trouble? Nope, we did not. Thought we did. Had some contact there for a moment. Let's take you on board and see how Susi manages this lap traffic. Funny thing, you know he is Josh Susi, but look at that. Want to know why it says race control Susi? He is on Thursday nights when it's in season, a part of the Powerhouse Racing League as their race director. Kayla McCarthy also runs in that league. A couple of drivers should be in that, from that league, should be moving over soon on Wednesday nights there. Very great race, amazing race director. Kayla McCarthy currently running in 3rd position. Part of the championship 4, and did we have a car off track? Nope, we did not. But thought we did for a moment. Actually, we did. Brian Wiggins went off track for just a moment. Let's see if we have replay footage of this off of turn 4. Loses it. A nice save, even in the grass. Oh, trouble as well for Wiggins again down the back chute. This is going to bring a yellow out. Ah! You are having such a great long run, and Wiggins goes around. We dialed in late on that. Wasn't from contact with Isley, was in the fourth position, and around he goes. It backs up, yeah, nothing about that, brings the yellow out. And I would not be surprised if we saw pit stops here this time with 26 laps to go. Pit road is open and the leader is in. Does anyone else stay out though is the real question. First car a lap down is going to be Jimmy Barr in the number, actually, correction, it's going to be William Moore in the 68. I believe he was lapped as well in that equation. Race off pit road is on. And it should, without issue, go to Susie. It does. It'll be a long gap ahead. As Edwards comes out in second, McCarthy is third. Fourth should go to Tyler Isley, and it will. And out in fifth, this is going to be a good battle. It's going to be Cope edging out Marinaro. So, top five, Susie, Edwards, McCarthy, Isley, and Cope. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're taking you to the finish. Taking you commercial free to the end of this one. 22 laps to go. Let's set it for you. Susie, Edwards, McCarthy, Isley, your Cope, your top five. And Susie the right to fire first. Here we go. 21 to go. Good restart from Susie. Edwards tucks back in line. Who's going to get the advantage on fresher tires? As Justin Cope makes the pass, takes away fourth position from Isley. Ryan Wiggins, by the way, tail end of the line, currently in the 9th position. Drivers running that high line, single file all around. Really the only way if you want to get by somebody is to pressure them ahead and hopefully they make a mistake. If you look for the closest battle on track, I see it right here for 7th spot between Miller and Aaron. Now Miller inside on Marinaro for 6th position on the track. Let's see if the low line can work for Miller. All variable setups you can definitely use. Down the back chute. Doesn't work. Stays back. Battle for 3rd is on. Justin Cope all over the rear end of Kayla McCarthy. A little bit surprising to see Kayla stuck in a battle for the final podium spot. Half second as well behind Jeremy Edwards. There's smoke ahead. Don't see anyone that has crashed or gone off track. Wiggins on the radio.
Yes.
Doesn't sound like it's coming from him, but staying back in 9th and just playing it safe for right now. Susie continues to lead, 16 to go. Go back to the battle for 7th between Miller and Aaron. With the driver of the 77, let's compare the lap times between the two. Miller has had the advantage the last 2 laps, now making the last 3, so he's pulling away just by about a 10th or so from Aaron, but Aaron's still all over the rear view. I can't speak today for some reason, because I just did a show. Aaron trying to look inside and that. I'm trying to think about what you call this color. A camel-based Carhartt scheme, currently running in 8th position. Going on back to McCarthy and Cope, that is for 3rd on the track. Highest I rating, by the way, amongst all drivers on an oval. And it was that, who was that? Is that Edwards? That may be Jeremy Edwards. And it was. Edwards, let's go back and see what happened. I don't know what in the world went wrong. I think he did the same mistake he made earlier.
Should save 18.
Loses it in turn number 4. That's a tough break for him. Turn 4 has not been a good friend to him in all the races this season. So back in the 4th position he goes.
Yeah, well by me.
And we continue to watch the battle for 2nd. It's a very good one between McCarthy and Cope. 10 laps to go. They are 3 seconds behind the leader, Susie. But likely will need a yellow flag. Good day again for the Nowski Motorsports team. A guy in 1st, 2nd, and 4th. 1, 2, 4, 5 I will add too. We're hoping for Justin Cope to have issues in 3rd position. 9 laps to go. Cope driving for the Rebel Racing team by himself.
Go low, Wiggin.
Let's check his lap times out while we're at it. Look how much he is faster by. It's about a 10th is close to the gap. Back marker was way in front of them. That was Andrew Wiggins. And now, here we go. It's on. It's a 3-horse shootout. Edwards looks to the inside for 3rd. Remember, they're teammates. Ooh, Edwards lost it on entry there for a moment.
Good save.
Nice save by the 17 as Cope keeps 3rd. Lost a lot of ground there. 7 laps to go. Still remains to be your best battle on track. Only thing Susie doesn't want is a yellow. Working on Mark Sikosi. Not been a good day for him in 13th. Was one of the faster cars here.
Sorry about that time.
Oh, there's trouble on the back chute. That's a yellow. And it is Daniel Menzies, who, in my opinion, don't mean to be biased, but needs to be parked. How many spins has this guy been a part of? He needs to learn how to drive better. Learn the throttle control. Look at this. Does it once again. Like, no offense to him. I mean, I'm trying not to be rude at all, but it's just frustrating when you get so many yellows. And he's the cause of a lot. Look at Brian Wiggins after the yellow comes out. I mean, I'm not mad at them. It's just very frustrating. Because you just want to end this race to end. 20th caution of the race. This is definitely a record. Reminds me of the Coke 600. But this is going to be a big one. Big restart here for Susie. Well, it's a 1-2-4-5 right now for the Nowski Motorsports side. Could be questions about if you want to pit or not. And I would not be surprised either if this race did go into overtime. Remember, it says 21st on there because we had to throw another caution for the stage ending. Wiggins is in the pits. Again, next week, Homestead Miami Speedway 167 lap showdown. Don't miss it right here on the National Sim Racing League Facebook page. Tell your friends, those of you watching at home, tell your friends to tune on in. We've got a good finish coming up. Let's listen to audio.
Say, sorry. I didn't mean to wreck out the whole time. That's just my fault. I'm sorry.
Switch your transmitter to drivers. The all-team scanner gets muted by default, so a bunch of people probably can't hear you.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yep.
All right, I just wanted to apologize for that caution. Sorry. I mean, I know I've been really bad today, and it's just bad setup. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, you remember I told you to be thoughtful. I gave you a warning. You know what's going to happen if you did it again, right?
Well, I mean, if you penalize me, you penalize me. It's fine.
So we are going into overtime. We have 3 green, white checkered attempts. Here's how it works. If the leader doesn't take the white flag and the yellow flag comes out beforehand, we go to another restart. We've got up to 3 attempts at that. If we take the white flag, we'll go to checkers, no matter what happens. Lights are off. Susie the leader. Kayla McCarthy second. Justin Cope third. Jeremy Edwards fourth. Tyler Isley is fifth. This is going to be a good one to the end. Don't be surprised if you see a lot of slide jobs here in our first attempt at a green-white checker. Who's it going to be? How's it going to be done? We are about to find out. Susie, remember, gets the right to fire first in the restart zone. There he goes. And he fires off well with 2 to go. And now the battle for second is on between Edwards, McCarthy, and Cope. Cope sends it in 3 wide for second spot. Tries the slider up on Jeremy Edwards. Doesn't seem to work. Side by side for P3. And it's Edwards who takes it. Cope not giving up. This time by the white flag in the air. They make contact. There goes Cope. And same with Edwards, who tries to save it. And he does. Maybe not. Into Aaron. It's chaos on the final lap. Isley, Marinaro, battle for third. Off of turn number 4, the checkers are out. And it's Josh Susie in his debut picking up the win in the IRP 200.
Win, Susie.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was totally intentional, Jeremy. Good call.
That's why I said that.
Yeah.
Terry Marinaro, by the way, edging out James Miller and Tyler Isley. That was Chaotic
top three,
finish.
the discourse or in the interview queue. After that, we're gonna have a meeting.
Expected Joker on the restart there. I knew it was coming, so I was waiting for it.
Oh God. My car looked pretty.
Susie giving a nice, Sikosi, excuse me. Getting a nice
Fucking-
bumper touch
Yeah,
to
it's all this
Susie.
crap going on here.
Oh, you're good.
Good win.
And we were waiting
Yeah, to be honest, I think I raced like that.
for him to light it up. So while we were at it, we're going to get your top 3 on in here. Still waiting for Marinaro to come. There we go.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I need race control. Tell Marinaro to get in here.
Yeah, it was my first time, so it was a lot of fun for me.
I think I like this track, Mark.
I love this track. I just screwed myself out of a good finish. I had a really fast car, just screwed it up.
All right, I believe we've got everyone in now, so
Started making mistakes at the end.
Susie lights up the tires and his burnout. We're going to talk with
Yeah, I
your
like the
top
track.
3 here. We'll start things off with your 3rd place finisher here, Terry Marinaro, joining us. Terry, you got lucky there in that 3rd place finish. What'd you see from your perspective? A lot of craziness.
Yeah, I was actually just expecting there to finish their top 5, and it got a little wild there come to the line.
Crazy race all day as a whole. Like, that was not really the best race as a whole. I mean, it's IRP. I can definitely understand it, but it was just chaotic the entire way.
It's chaotic, but a lot of patience got me to where I finished.
Absolutely, especially those long runs in the end. Who you want to give shout-outs to tonight?
Racing team, Outsiders Racing, the Flow Line for sponsoring the car, and that'll do it. It's a good race, guys.
Alrighty, Terry, we'll let you go. Great run tonight, man.
Thanks, sir.
Terry Marinaro, 3rd place finish, best finish for him this season. Let's bring in Kayla McCarthy in the number 24. Kayla, 2 2nd place finishes in a row to start the season. You're definitely having fun as a driver when it comes to the finishes, but that race was just crazy as a whole.
Yeah, it really was. It definitely puts a exclamation point on short track racing, that's for sure. But overall, team did a great job. Finished 1, 2, 5, and 6. Can't be happier with these guys. We worked really, really hard on this setup for the good portion of the week. So, congratulations to Susie. First race in here with Nowski Nation to get the dub. We'll take it. Sucks being second again, but our time's coming.
Susie wants you to do some double burnouts, I think. Get up there and get on the gas.
I would if I didn't already blow my motor.
Oh no. Who you want to give shout outs to tonight?
I got to give a shout out to Mark and Justin for this league. They do a hell of a job putting this stuff on. My teammates, Josh Susie, Tyler Isley, Jeremy Edwards, Edwards set up shop, Speed Demon set up shop for everything that they do for me as an individual. My wife, most importantly, and thank you for the broadcast you put on, man. That's definitely fun to watch the next day.
Thank you, Kayla. Nice job tonight.
Thank you, sir.
So Kayla McCarthy getting the 2nd place finish. Time to go to victory lane. It's so weird not having to call him Race Control Susie like I do on Thursday nights. But Josh Susie, first win in his debut. It got chaotic for you in the beginning, getting caught up in a bunch of wrecks, but you were able to hold on there. You got no rear bumper on the car. How was the setup as a whole for you?
I think the team did a really good job on the setup. We worked on it pretty hard throughout the week. The car was pretty clean there at the end. I know the 8 car had a lot going on, and he kind of wasn't paying attention coming to the front stretch after the checkered. But yeah, the car looked good for a little bit.
Definitely. What are you thinking, by the way, when that yellow comes out with 5 to go? Obviously, you did not want it.
No, I mean, I knew I had a really fast piece, especially on the long run, and as you can see, I stretched it out, and I just wanted to finish it. It was a really chaotic race, and I just wanted it to be over.
How's the outlook look for next week at Rockingham?
We'll see, man. I'm gonna buckle down and start working on that set. You know, we take it 1 week at a time. I gotta appreciate everyone here at Nowski Racing bringing me on board. I know I wasn't here last week, and Kayla got a hold of me and said, "Hey, we're doing this thing on Wednesday nights. You want to come run?" And I was like, "Heck yeah, man! Why not?" It's a lot of fun. These next gen setups, there's a lot of adjustments that are new to me, and they're not like the old cars, so I haven't figured out quite what everything does yet. But I think as long as we can put it together as a team and keep working really well, we'll stay strong. I thought for a minute we were gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, and kind of not played out quite that way. But 1, 2, and 5, 6, I can't really complain about that.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to tonight?
Just all the league admins, everyone that showed up tonight, you for broadcasting especially. I know it was probably really rough the first 60% of this race, just watching us pace around, and a lot of guys were having trouble on exit, and once we knocked some knuckleheads out and got going, we were able to put on some good, clean racing. So that was a lot of fun, and all these guys let me come on here and run with them. It was a good time, and I guess me and you are going to be kind of back to back here in the next couple of weeks, huh?
Absolutely. Hey, congrats on the win, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Josh Susi takes home the win in his debut. Let's show you the official results as he continues. I'm surprised he has not blown the engine up yet. It's very surprising that he has not done that just yet. So here are your results from the IRP 200. Susi wins it by half a second on Kayla McCarthy. Another tough break going to Sikosi. 3 laps down in the going. Let's show you the rest of the result. Now he blows it up. About time. About time, Susi. Blow that sucker down, and he just did it. Kyle Milliken, 19th place finish. Definitely not what he wanted at all. So that's going to do it for our broadcast here today. Next week, we are at Homestead Miami Speedway for the Miami 250. That will do it. Shout out to all of our sponsors, as always, of the National Sim Racing League. Those sponsors include Autopilot Solar Solutions, Affordable SEO and Marketing, Speed Demon Setups, Full Send Graphics, Butt Kicker, and Elevated Outdoors. Behalf of everyone at the National Sim Racing League, our main guy in charge, Mark Sikosi, and race control is James Morris. I'm Marty Scala signing things off. Congratulations to Josh Susi. First win in his debut coming at Lucas Oil Raceway. Thanks for tuning in tonight. So long, everyone.